Hello and good morning. This is Wednesday the 8th of November, and I think it's been about 3 weeks since I last did the previous video. So not to go into too much detail about what's happened, but nothing's really happened, to be honest. Just been getting on with things and now decided which chemo route to go down. So we're just waiting for that to kick in. But I thought I'd just do a quick short video about having an ileostomy. What does that mean? And what sort of things do you need to kind of like consider? It's not a massive life changer. There's just some things that you just need to think about. And especially in the UK, you get a lot of you'll get a lot of support from your stoma nurse and from the care team, or you should do anyway, and they'll provide you what you can eat, what you can't eat, how much you should drink, what kind of fluids and what kind of things would make your output a little bit more runnier and more solid. And just maybe just to recap, so an ileostomy is not just for bowel cancer, it could be IBS, Crohn's, that kind of area. Anything that's irritating the bowel, then you probably need some sort of bowel surgery, just to allow the rest of your system to repair itself. So an ileostomy is basically coming out from the small bowel. So when you eat, drink, it goes straight into your stomach in a nutshell, and then goes into your small bowel, works it round to the small bowel. Then the small bowel then digests it a little bit more, and then should then pass it over to the large bowel, and then obviously you should then produce poo. So if you have an ileostomy, it comes out, it doesn't go to the large bowel and it doesn't get solider or more thicker. It is quite runny. So obviously food, drink, you need to watch. The things I find is drinking too much fluid. I used to potentially drink 3+ litres a day, just because I like to stay hydrated. So I'm finding that's the biggest challenge, is that I should only be drinking no more than 2 litres, or at least 1.5 litres, because otherwise the fluid just comes out of the ileostomy. Not eating peanuts. I love peanuts, salted peanuts, roasted peanuts, cashew nuts, etc. Not allowed any of them because of how the ileostomy doesn't break them down, and it could cause a blockage. And some vegetables and salad and fruit. So you just got to be careful about what you eat. But everything in moderation, really. Don't take a massive impact and change your diet completely. Just think about what you're eating, break it down if you can, and go from there. But more importantly, when you leave hospital, you will go home with some equipment, or some supplies, really. Supplies, not equipment, wrong word. I came home with a box like this. Actually, I went into hospital with this box, and we'll go through what's inside there. And it's kind of like my carry case that stays near me when I'm at home. We'll then go through, especially in the UK, the kind of like ordering process. You'll get some supplies that come through, and we'll go through what's kind of like in there. And to be honest, it's not really complicated, but I just thought we'd do this because, again, I don't think it's out there. It's just to help others really as well. So hopefully, if you've got IBS, Crohn's, not sure about the process, and or if you're going to have an ileostomy, let's just put that in a nutshell. If you're going to have an ileostomy, then this is what potentially you could have, depending on where you are in the UK. Obviously, overseas, other countries would differ. So, what's inside this box? Well, not much, to be honest, and it's quite a mess. So what do we have here? We've got some sort of dry wipes. I only use those to go around the stoma. Have a little water bowl. That's where I put some of the dry wipes inside to wash the stoma, and then I have some for then drying. Poo bags. They do smell a little bit like nappy bags. They didn't come with that, but I'll come back to those in a minute. Peel Easy stuff. So you spray this around the seal when you're taking the bag off, and they come off pretty quickly. Nice little mirror, so you can see yourself and see the mirror, see the stoma, more importantly. I had one of these. Helps you put your t-shirt up and whatever stuff. Come back to that. You'll then have various types of bags. Sorry, I'll put you there. So various types of bags. This is the bag that I'm currently wearing at the moment. Obviously needs cutting. Oh God, my arm is killing. You then have these types of bags, which are clear, see-through. And they hold about a litre actually, maybe about half a litre I think. A litre. Doesn't actually say. So that's how you manage to monitor your output. And then you've got these super kind of like flowing ones when your ileostomy is quite fluid as such. What else? Get some scissors. Probably the most important thing that you'll need. These type of scissors that help you, because they're slightly curved, as you can see, and they help you cut around the hole. Fitting process is, I suppose it's down to everyone's personal approach, but for me, I always have a template, and the template will change. Sometimes it gets bigger, sometimes it gets smaller. So depending on my last fitting, I would always throw the template before that in the bin. And use this to kind of like cut initially, and then either reshape just to refit. But just before fitting, I'll fit the old one over the stoma just to make sure it does fit. If the other one needs, if the new bag needs changing at all, as in the hole, I would then do that one. You then take this outer seal off, and then all what's behind here is quite like self-adhesive, and then kind of like try and do this. Wrap this up like so, so you can see the stoma inside, and then bend the opposite way, I suppose. No, bend that way, and then put it on over the stoma, and then sealed. Most importantly though, just make sure that the end of the bag is done up. Okay. What other things do I need inside this box? I need a razor blade, because I have a hairy stomach, so I need to shave occasionally around, and obviously if I'm doing that, I then protect the stoma with this funny enough shaving cap. Sorry, my arm is killing me. I have to release that a bit. The other things that I do, that I have been supplied, is this powder. So I was just seeing what it is. Brava powder. It's a bit like talcum powder, but you kind of like dust it on over the. So it's a bit like talcum powder. Probably the medical professionals will kill me for saying that. Collar placed. Put it over, brush it off, and then it kind of like helps seal the skin. The other things that I have needed then have been these kind of like O-rings. These go over and around the stoma, but they are adjustable to a degree. You get them in different sizes, and what this helps is that when your stoma is kind of like retracting, the hole around the stoma, I'm assuming that they made a slit. They made a cut in my stomach and then pulled the stoma out rather than making a round circle, right? I'm assuming that's what they've done. Pull the stoma out, the stoma then becomes inflamed, and then over time it then shrinks and then gets used to kind of like the body fluid and stuff like that. So, and over time, obviously it shrinks and increases depending on your output. So, yeah, I need to rest that arm. You go to the gym. So that's what you get. I'm just gonna push this over to the sides. So that's what you get from the hospital. What you do need to then do as soon as you get home is then put an order through via your GP. Now, instead of going to your GP, what you can do, especially in my case, I ring this number, which is Fittleworth, ring them through, give them some details. They then push the subscription over to the over to my GP. They authorise it, and then I then get a box like this through. Okay. So on your first kind of like order, you'll get all your complementaries. So kind of like nappy bags, poo bags. Okay. You'll get loads of wipes, and then you'll get tons and tons of bags. Okay, for some reason I've been given these sealed bags, don't know why. So yeah, so all your complimentary stuff. Now what you do need to do then is consider that it's, from that point it's then going to take approximately 2 weeks to order. So, and that's what I do need to do actually, just reminding myself, because I've just received this box. I'm going to go and try and open it. So what I do need to do is apologies. See, not very good one-handed, but we manage, right? Apologies for the music in the background, but I wanted some music in the background to help. So what have I got? So you then get an order form through, or an invoice kind of thing, or what is it actually physically called? Yeah, it's just an order dispatch thing. It tells you then what you've got inside. And because I mentioned that I'm going on chemo, they should have supplied me additional bags, which I think I've got, and additional complimentary wipes. So, got bags, wipes, and wipes. Okay, so only one. I should then also have, which I know, okay. So this is the easy spray, easy peel stuff. And this side here are just bags. Okay. Now, what you can do at some point, and this is down to you. Well, it's not down. I suppose it could be down to you and or your stoma nurse. They can ask Fittleworth to pre-cut your ileostomy bags to that hole, but I've decided not to because I think my stoma is going to change. You do get one of these sizing cards as well, look, down to 15mm, 20, 60mm. Sorry, I should do that. That's how I know that the size is right. I'm not some sort of size geek, because they've got sizes on them. So yeah, so they can come pre-cut if you wanted to. But it's quite something to do, isn't it? So I'm gonna carry on cutting mine. So what I'm gonna do now, considering how long this is taking, I'm gonna put another order in now. And let's just ring Fittleworth up, give them some details, and then gonna put another subscription in and go from there. Because what I am finding, I'm going through this quite a lot, and also wipes. Everything else, bag-wise, I've got loads of bags, but that may change. Okay, so hopefully this has helped. Like I said, it's for anyone that's got an ileostomy. And sorry, apologies about that. So yeah, if you know anyone that's going to go through this process, by all means, please share, like, and subscribe if you want to see some more videos. Okay, thumbs up, guys. Cheers. Thank you very much.